Okay guys, so last week employment report came out and it showed that there was a loss 23,000 jobs when there was an expectation to gain 83,000 jobs. So in other words, basically 106,000 jobs were lost versus expected. Government hiring fell by 53,000, but the private sector only added around 30,000. Wage growth is slowing. We saw another sharp slowdown in ADP hiring. There was an increase in consumer credit by 14.2 billion versus only 10 billion expected. So Americans are taking on significantly more credit and more debt than previously expected. Now, why is that? And that's because they're paying for increased goods as inflation remains stubbornly high. Reports show that between 46 and 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 71% Americans are actively citing they are using debt to pay for current ongoing expenses such as food, water, shelter, housing. But right now, what does the market think? Everyone is waiting to see what Kevin Warsh is going to do. Now, there is not another Fed meeting until September, but we do get CPI later this week. And everyone is wondering, what is Warsh going to do? Are we going to raise rates? Are we going to cut rates? Or are they going to stay flat? Last week, the market rallied on this bad news, but that bad news is only temporarily good. Economists with JP Morgan suggest that we're going to have a 25 basis point hike by December. Bank of America suggests that we will have 3 25 basis point hikes. Crude oil remains stubbornly high, 82.21, and again, food and energy is going to be the largest driver of that inflation. Now, even if we look at that core inflation, which is minus food and energy, Fed might be able to cut away food and energy, but everyday Americans, they don't get to cut out food and energy out of their daily budget. In fact, it accounts for most of their daily and monthly budget. Tomorrow morning, we have existing home sales at 10 a.m. Again, CPI on Wednesday. On Thursday, we do get that PPI as well as that weekly job loss claims. Everybody have a wonderful week. Peace and love.